Welcome, everybody. We're here. Thanks for tuning in to Queen Vi's Reality Talk. I'm your host, Queen Vi, alongside my co-host, Mr. Hakim BornJust.
Hey, peace, Queen. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
That's good.
How
That's good.
how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm a little achy because of this shit going on down south. When you get old, you start feeling it in your bones and shit. But it's all right.
I'm not claiming that oldness because I felt it too. I felt it too all day. So I'm not claiming that oldness, but I understand. I can relate.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I got up this one day. Why is my body hurting so bad? Like, what's going on? Um, and then I just heard, and yeah, it was pouring down out here. You
hmm
know,
That's how it
that's
is,
it.
man. You pick your head up, sun is out. Next thing you know, it bullshit weather,
So,
and I hate
but
it.
whether don't know what they want to do, but
Right. So what we got going on today?
okay, we doing the Q&A. This month went by so fast. Um, I hope everybody got their kids and stuff situated in school and everything. They should be in a routine of things now. Some people started in August, like my kids, and some people started in September. But I mean, it's been about a month. Y'all should have a routine down packed by now. Um, and so, so we are doing the Q&A session. We're gonna be talking sex life and relationships. We're gonna answer the questions that you guys have for us. Um, I'm ready when you are.
Let's start with we have a bunch of questions the folks put in to our Facebook group, the Reality Talk Network.
Hmm.
Um, all right, let's start with the bullshit. The first one is from an anonymous participant, and they ask, "Why do women sit on social media begging men to hit their cash app when they are posting pics and vids with their dude? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these bro codes?" Well, damn. Tell us how you feel, sir.
Right. Some
Well, then again, it might be a chick too, so I don't know.
that sound like a I could be wrong, but that sound like a sir. And one of them people that might be posting them pictures, they might like or something in their little feelings. But it's okay. Well, if you don't want to see those people doing that broke behavior while they're posting with they're posting their cash apps while they're posting with their men, you could not follow them, block them. You won't have to see them or deal with it. Remember, you control who comes on your timeline. That's first and foremost. Secondly, I mean, I guess they do it because they can, and some people still want to send it. Some people don't care.
Hmm
Some people do care, so they do it. To make a long story short, is they do it because they can, and some people still going to donate, and that's just the bottom line of it. You know.
I, I'm not a fan of calling women hoes. That's not my bag. Um, but there is. I don't like it either. I'm not gonna say here bullshit. I don't like it either. But they know suckers when they see suckers,
Hmm. Say that again.
and if if they know that they look good and they know you on their body, you liking all their pics, you in their DMs, yeah, they're gonna ask you to treat them to lunch. Yeah, they're gonna ask you to do a little bullshit, right? What
Hmm.
you have to do is shut that shit down early. You already got. It's one thing if I'm chasing you, you see I'm feeling you, and I send you a little $50 to order lunch or whatever, and I'm and it's reciprocal. We're engaging each other. We're filling each other out. Cool. But when you sitting there booed up with your dude and you hitting men in the DM for lunch money, what the fuck?
You a damn fool if you send it though.
Yeah. That's
So
my
you can't
thing.
be mad at nobody but they self if they gonna
Yeah.
spend it.
Fool me once, motherfucker. Fool me once. You only get one time to for me to do that, and then I turn around and I see that you on boo love time. Fuck out of here. No, you know. But I understand the frustration of your question, but we got to do better as men or women. Don't let people take advantage of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's one thing, and the flip side of it is if you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart and you're not looking for anything in return, that's a whole nother conversation to be had. And then you happen to see, oh, she got a boyfriend and she asking people for money. You shouldn't feel no other way. Just don't do it. You don't know. Maybe she was really hungry and he was broke. She's broke. Okay, you just know you can't do that no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we got here.
Call them broke holes. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find. Lost my place.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Okay. All right, Maisha Collins. She says, "Do y'all think Diddy will beat this case?"
Which case? Isn't he going for? It's more than one. I don't. Do I think he's going to get as much trouble as everybody think he is? No. Do I think he's going to get into some type of trouble? Yes. Look what happened with R. Kelly. Because we all know when fans get involved, they already have a case. They 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 like the state police. When the state police come out, somebody going to jail. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Um, they put a lot into it to try to build a case. And now, the reason why I say I don't think he's going to get in as much trouble as people think he is, because you look at when they say the charge and they say the maximum time, everybody just think like, oh, he's gonna be in there for the rest of his life. And I say this because he got some dirt on some people. He got some leverage. Um, some everybody think it's gonna play out. Well, I mean, I guess depending on how people think it's gonna play out, but I just think I'm just sitting back watching everything unfold. Um, he's never gonna get a fair trial like anybody else that's in the public eye, because as you can see, any video that he done did, anything that he done did all his life is gonna be dug up and analyzed and turned into something. Yeah,
No, go ahead. Continue.
oh no, I'm just saying, like you see, anybody that he ever spent time with, was in the same room with, like it's like it's they overanalyzing everything now. But my question is, who else gonna go down? That's what I'm waiting to see. Really, if he go down, who else gonna go down? Because we know it didn't work out that with R. Kelly. People gotta, all the people that was involved got to skate because he was the big fish they wanted.
Yeah, I strongly urge everybody, do not repeat the same mistakes that y'all. I'm trying to watch my mouth. That y'all repeated, you folks. Let me say that you folks repeated during the Tory Lanez Meg Thee Stallion run. There was a lot of y'all running your mouth. Y'all was focusing on nothing that was in the indictment. Go read the indictment. Look at all the stuff that they have. He is not leaving that. He's going to leave Brooklyn MDC. And by the way, he was not moved. There's a lot of fake information out there that he was moved. He was not. He's still in Brooklyn.
They say he was in North. I know that's a lie. They took him to the county. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. And for all of you who's sharing that information, come on, man. All you gotta do is do a quick Google search, and the first thing you're gonna see is this lawyer who gave a statement to the New York Daily News that we didn't even ask the judge to move him anymore because it's a waste of time. But yeah, he is going to do some time.
Mhm.
He, and the way federal subpoenas work and indictments and stuff like that work. This is a RICO case, by the way. They grabbed his ass a whole day before for a reason. He's out in these streets intimidating motherfuckers. He was talking. Right? There's two people that came out and said, someone we have mutual friends with told him to, from him, they called me and said, yo, Puff, why don't you stop talking? So, yeah, and somebody said something to the goddamn feds. 50 witnesses, over 300 subpoenas. Over 100. It was 90 at first, and it got bumped up to over 100 devices. When you hear all those kind of details coming out before discovery even comes out, it's a wrap. What he should be doing is making a fucking deal. Plead out now and get a hit with a 15, which means you're only going to do 11 and a half, and the feds you only do 85% of the time. So fuck yeah, make a deal because you're going down.
I hate people. I hate all the people that supposedly have so much dirt and witness so much stuff. I feel like you're just as guilty, and you need to be on trial too. And I hate that the fact that that's why so many people are doing crimes and not being held accountable, because all you have to do is be connected to somebody bigger and get away with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what's happening is the internet conversations is getting mixed in with the facts. Because I guarantee you, half the shit y'all goofy niggas on the internet talking about, the feds ain't having those conversations. Oh, Jay-Z is next and this and that. Okay, well, let's wait and see if an indictment comes out. I saw 15 YouTube videos of how Jay-Z is being investigated. Where'd you get that from? What source?
Well, and that's how it usually works.
Yeah, you don't know. He got it. When the feds come and they have a warrant to come get you, anything they find in the middle of that warrant becomes evidence and it becomes new charges. So those 2 AR style rifles, the drum magazine with all the serial numbers and shit scratched off, he's going down for those alone. Oh, and the drugs that's in the indictment that they found, because it's been rumored that he's been found, he's been on Tucci for the last 10 years. Oh yeah, that's right. They stopped his drug, the white boy on a tarmac who was trying to get up out of Dodge. That was supposed to be his Tucci dealer. And it says that they found drugs in his they found drugs when they locked him up. All we keep hearing about is these 1,000 goddamn bottles of baby oil, which is of course that information leaked out because it's a part of the case when it comes to the free calls. And I don't want to beat a dead horse. Maybe next week's show we can get a little more detailed and break things down more because we got a bunch of other questions. But to answer your question, I'm long-winded with it. Yes, he's going to do some time. He's not beating this case.
Yeah,
he's not beating this case.
I'm just going to sit back and see how it play out. That's all I can do, because I can't speculate. Sometimes it go like you think it's going to go. Sometimes it don't. We not the people with all the facts in the inside, like working what they working on.
Yep. Next question. Letitia Banks says, why is so many black men showing so much hate towards Kamala Harris?
Because the most unprotected woman is a black woman. That's for one. For two, I am tired of hearing First of all, it's another case, just like last case, where people I keep having this conversation. So those people that are listening, that I've had this conversation with prior to this, stop picking bits and pieces and clips, like clips and stuff from a full interview, and just, what I always say about people is, when it's something, a point that you want to prove, people can search the internet and they can find 100 other people that's saying the same thing. That doesn't mean it's true. That just means somebody put it on the internet and
Mm-hmm.
nobody fact checked it or anything. Um, they're gonna keep talking about who she prosecuted. Hello, her job was a prosecutor. They talk about that those crimes was weed was illegal at the time. So it was like, in one of those cases where she damned if she do, she damned if she don't. If she was letting people get away with stuff, she would have been dogged out for that. Um, Not saying, because we did a show on the justice system as a whole anyway. We're not saying that, you know, everything everybody does when it comes to locking people up is on the up and up. We see that time and time again. That's a whole nother show. But I just think she's being crucified for what she did for her job, which was within the law. And plus they don't want a woman president, but my lips got ears. Our first woman, that's my president right there. So I'm working that election too. 'Cause,
What's funny is when you hear brothers talk about her, the ones who are talking up negatively,
mhm.
and you ask questions like, for instance, what is it about her you don't like?
Mm.
Every single thing you hear them say is not about policy. It's about something that you heard a Republican or Trump say. It's talking points. And I hate when your enemy, and I said this and got thrown in goddamn Instagram jail yesterday for 24 hours because I said it's dickheadery at its finest. The people who have clearly showed you every year that they don't like you and they fucking hate you, why are you repeating anything they have to say?
Right. It's like the house nigga. You want to be inside the closest you can. You want to be liked so bad. You want to be accepted in some type of way. I would never. I don't get it. I had this conversation with somebody yesterday, and I said the same thing to them. I said, everything that you're saying, like anything that's wrong with the economy, inflation, everything, blame it on the Democrats. I said, you think this happens overnight? This is stuff that happens over time that causes it. And talking about Judge Joe Brown, he don't get his, talking about she slept her way to the top and all of that. What facts do you have? You're just trying to find a way to discredit and downgrade a black woman that's on her shit, and you can't take it. Because some people still stuck way back when women was allowed to do anything, and they can't stand it. They can't take it.
Well, anybody who's listening to Judge Joe Brown, I don't want to talk to you no way.
I said, oh, this conversation going to end right now, because once you bring him up, I said, I don't know who hurt him or what.
No,
but
he's an old Republican. He's a known conservative. He has no reason to bash her, and when you listen to the things he say, it came from the other side. He's not your friend. Your skin folk ain't your kinfolk. So I watched him go on tour. I watched him run around to all the hip hop podcasters who give him the time of day. Because guess what? You don't see his ass on any of corporate media. You won't see him on CNN. You won't see him on NBC. You won't see him on ABC. You know who's seeing him? Black podcasters. Yeah, because y'all thirsty.
Yeah, and he going to dog out the black woman that y'all want to dog out. And it's ridiculous.
And there's some podcasters who I respect and I follow and watch for hip hop news. And when it comes to politicals or something, some social thing, they keep bringing Joe Brown ass out there. He's a fucking reality show star.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we trying to have this conversation with him? Because we think he knows something, and he's sitting there talking about she's a whore, she's this and that, and I'm going, dog. How do you sleep your way to the top when her first big job was to become a district attorney, which you got to vote for? You need millions of people to vote for you. So she went out there and gave that pussy to a bunch of millions of people.
Yeah.
That sounds stupid.
You sound dumb, and the people. That's why I said, just because people say something and there's thousands of people that agree with them, that doesn't mean it's right. It's just 1,000 other idiots that agree. It's not because he's speaking facts or anything.
Yeah, it. Y'all sound crazy, and my thing is, if you don't like policy, cool. Don't let Joe Brown and Dr. Umar and all these other goddamn supposedly intellectual types, when all they're really doing is grifting. Because one minute Dr. Umar is kicking her back in, the next minute he's asking you to hit the cash app. And I'm still waiting for that goddamn school to be opened up. And when you bring that up to people, they get mad. The Dr. Umar people, they be wanting to fucking come fight you.
Right. That's all I gotta do to shut people down. Look, tell him to holler at me when they get that school that he got all that money for.
Yeah. I mean,
once you say that, I'm taking over.
It's the same dude. I've seen him on 5 different podcasts, and on his live, he's been going crazy the last 2 weeks. He stopped one lie about her locking up a bunch of black people, because what happened was D.L. Hughley did his apology. And I think Lord Jamal from the Brand Nubians, he came out and said, okay, I had it wrong. Dr. Umar never apologized. He just stopped saying it. And then he switched. Now he's tying her to Puff.
You know what? See, I ain't heard that one because I ain't got time for that man. When I see that man come up on my screen, make me want to log all the way off.
Well, I listen because a broke clock is right twice a day. And I have a lot of my friends and family and stuff like that who are into the cult of personality. Mm-hmm. And when you see someone be loud, sound like they know what they're talking about, could be lying to you, and you believe it, you don't do no Googles, no research, no nothing. You just all in. Yeah, you're in you're following the celebrity of a person, because to some people he can do no wrong. I've seen people who I personally know, and one of them is listed to this show, who made donations to him, and after the donations was done, and she asked for her grandchild to be helped with the psychological stuff, and he wanted them to look over the IP, he blew her off. Mm-hmm. You don't hear about those stories, because if you come out telling a story like that, you get grinded up by his cult.
Yeah, we'll never understand that. It's certain people that people feel like can't do no wrong, even when the wrong is being done right in front of the world.
Yep.
So you would have to run me my fade for that, my money.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you out here lollygagging. You out here.
I mean, even better, just remember, before the pandemic even hit, people were getting letters from the Secretary of State saying that, because remember, when you make a donation to a legal organization, you're supposed to get a letter, add it to your taxes, and you get a tax credit. Mm-hmm. People weren't able to get their tax credits because his situation wasn't legit. He didn't have all his paperwork together and accurate. He was told not to take any donations in the state of Pennsylvania anymore. That's why it went from go to the website to hit my Cash App. Can't control a man's Cash App.
Yeah, because all he got to do is say, the man trying to keep me down. They don't want me to build a school for our people. They don't want me to better the community. And they're going to just eat it all up. And
So
spend the Cash App.
Yeah, so you got to ask yourself if you had got that letter and you're being told that you can't put this on your taxes, and he goes live and say, "Don't worry, I'll give you a new letter," but and it never comes. Why are you still on following this man? Why are you throwing money over there? We have to become more skeptical, and I'm off on a tangent here, but this is an important topic. We got to be more skeptical of the people we support, and a lot of y'all ain't the skepticism ain't there. Y'all will support a ham goddamn sandwich,
Mm.
and that's not healthy. As long as it's loud, ignorant, stupid, and it sound cool, and it's something for you to laugh at and chuckle, y'all gonna support it. And you know who y'all remind me of? Trump supporters. Because no
Loud and
matter
loud.
because no matter what stupid shit that man say, they still showing up. Even though some places they leave, they're leaving now. He's 20 minutes into his talk and they're walking out. So
Like they ain't know what they was going to get when they signed up to go. It's the same thing all the time. So you already had the preview and you still decided to show up and thought you was going to get something different. All you're going to get is ignorance.
yeah, but I I feel bad for the people who just don't know no better, but do better so you can know better. Um,
Mhm.
all right, let's move on to the next question. I'm sorry, y'all. I got stuck on that. Get me a little tight. All right. Do y'all think the black community will ever take mental health issues more seriously? And this is from Kim Stillcoco.
Nope. I think when it's convenient and it's time for them to use that as an excuse when something happens, then they scream mental health, mental health. But and I don't know why they're not taking it serious. But the issue is you still have some people that's stuck in that, oh, keep your business your business. Don't be sitting on that lady's couch, you know, telling all your business and your problems, or is for I mean, it's people are taking it more serious than they used to, but not as serious as it should be. You know, because you always got somebody, and you got to make sure you go to the right people too. But you always got somebody telling somebody they don't need it, or people not feeling safe enough to be able to go out there and talk to somebody. And y'all not talking to the right. Some people not talking to the right people. I mean, I tell people time and time again, and I explained this to someone that if you go see a therapist, a counselor, psychiatrist, whoever you go see, if you don't feel comfortable where you can open up, it's okay. You can change as many times as you need to change to feel like somebody is really out there helping you and you're having this conversation and you getting the help that you need. Don't change just because you don't want to take accountability or you don't want to hear what they got to say. But also, you have to have some type of connection with your mental health provider. You know, you got some that the insurance is covered. You have some that it's free to the community. But I urge people, and we've always been an advocate for mental health on this show, and other people need to push people towards it more. It should be shit. Just like you go to the doctor, the ones who do, and get those checkups like you're supposed to. I think you should have a mental health check-in. I think it should be mandatory to have a mental health check-in every so often because it doesn't just, you know, it's always snowballs. It's usually a buildup or things that's not dealt with or whatever. Listen, I tell y'all how early I start my kids in in counseling. Yeah, I don't play that, you know, but I don't think they want to take it as serious as they should. But it is being taken more serious. But I need people to stop using it as an excuse to do shit. Because that's when some people want to scream mental health when they want to justify some behavior that they did.
Yeah. Short answer, yeah. I think, me personally, I think it will, but it's going to need some pushing. It's going to need some support around the idea of, hey, pay attention not just to your ass but to your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And ladies, stay on your men.
Absolutely.
You know, do make sure that you're focusing on your mind as well as your body. Just like you go get that cootie cat checked out, go get that brain checked out.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a relationship, stay on your partner. If you see signs of stress and all that other bullshit that a black man goes through here in America, especially when you live in a crazy ass city. He got cops to worry about. He got niggas to worry about. He got a job to worry about. He got racism to worry about. He got you to worry about. Bills. We all got stress, but sometimes the stress of a black man is different from black women. So y'all got to support each other. And brothers, you got to do the same thing for your woman. You know, she just had that baby, got postpartum shit. She ain't looking right. She ain't eating right. She ain't sleeping right. Had that conversation. Do you need me to go with you to go talk to somebody? Because you're the mother. You got to be okay. And if you're not, let's go get that taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
So do I think that it can get better? Yes. There's some signs. I'm old school. I believe in watching the money. And I'm seeing what's happening across the democratically run states. There's more money being put into human services. There's billions of dollars. Joe Biden flooded each state. Whether you know it or not, he flooded each state with billions to put into the communities that need it the most. So you just got to tap in. Yeah, you got to utilize it. You got to tap in.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
all right, what's the next one? Jojo Reds saying, do y'all think people from two different religions can make it as a couple?
Mm. I think it depends how deep into their religion they are, because I mean, I know people that's in two different religions that are together and they making it work however they see fit. Now, I see most of the time it comes into play when they have children, when some people want it, like, okay, if it's a Christian and a Muslim, they want the child to be Muslim, the other parent want them to be Christian. Some of them teach them both and let them choose their own path, but I know it's going to be some type of clash. But I feel like, and this is just my opinion, because I've never been with anybody from a different religion, so I can't tell you firsthand, that it will be some clashes if if they don't sit down and lay down the rules. And like I said, it depends how deep they into it, because I mean, that is a conversation that definitely need to be had. You just don't get into a relationship with somebody that's in a different religion and just assume they're gonna convert over.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I mean, can it work? Sure, it can work. If y'all have the same goals in mind, if y'all both are going to be able to work together as a team and shit like that. If listen, we love each other, and we're not going to let our individual faiths get in the way. So, all right, you have a goddamn conversation on how shit gonna go from calendar date to calendar date,
and respect each other's religion.
Exactly. So, no, Miss Christian girl, you can't pull out that ding of pork chops with your Islamic boyfriend. You know what I mean? No, you ain't running around doing this and that during Ramadan. You know what I mean? And if she's into the church every Sunday, you gotta respect it. If you don't want to go, cool, but don't try to keep her from going.
Right.
I've seen it work. I've done it, so I already know it can work. If everybody just respect each other's boundaries when it comes to that, and you keep the same focus between each other, and the goal is that we're going to love each other, be good to each other, and treat each other well.
Mm-hmm.
That I, everything else, in my view, is semantics. Everything can be worked out. So, can it be done? My answer is yes. Likelihood, that's a different story. People are too self-absorbed. Um, okay, Kimmy Coco has another one. She says, "Is it possible to love and hate someone at the same time?"
Mm. It is possible to love someone for who they are and hate the wait love. It's possible to love someone because it's two different type of love, but it's possible to love someone um because you fell in love or whatever, or who they used to be, and or hate who they became, or hate how they may treat you, or certain things they do. I do believe it's you can love and hate someone, or love someone but hate their ways, or hate something they do, I should say. um it's kind of like that list, like, oh, this is what I love about this person, but this is what I hate about this person type thing. um mm, that's the biggest, that's the biggest struggle when it comes to that topic. It's like, dang, you can love someone to death, but you can hate some of their ways and they are no good for you, and you have to remove yourself. um
Hmm.
but yes, it is very well possible. But what is it, more hate or more love?
Sometimes it could be one way or the other. Like, I hate this motherfucking woman, but I love her at the same time. You know what I mean? I love her,
Hmm.
but I might have to send somebody to break her kneecaps. It,
But I
it, it
love
be
her
like that
enough.
sometimes.
But I love her enough, I'm gonna take care of her, nurse her back to health.
Yeah. Yeah, I
That's
send, I send Big Bertha and them over there to
how,
pull them edges out, but I will buy you wigs and help you heal.
yeah. I remember telling somebody that, like, I love you. Ooh, meet you the fuck up and then take you to the hospital and nurse you back to health.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a human thing, especially when you've been done dirty. You know, um, when you've been done dirty, it's easy for you to let that fucked up side of your personality out. And it's in my experience, your anger is temporary. Your love lasts a lot longer. That's why you go through these toxic moments of "fuck you, bitch," when you pussy ass nigga, and you going at each other hard. And then when you calm down, and the next thing y'all hooked up again. So sometimes the love can outlast the stupidity of anger and bullshit. Unless it comes to the cheating shit. That's a different animal. You know what I mean? That's a whole different animal. And some women aren't going to, they're not going to jack that. And some men ain't going to jack it. Some men will fuck around and hate you for the rest of your goddamn life. So everybody's different. Um, and I think it is something to explore. What lasts long, love or hate?
Mhm.
Um, okay, we got one more from Katrina Collins. Do y'all think it's fair for men to judge women about their past? I'm seeing men talking about body counts and the number of baby daddies women had long before them.
Either you accept it or you not. What you wanted about it for? If it wasn't your um, if it wasn't somebody close to you that you're not gonna be able to deal with, then I mean, and I get it. It depends what you're looking for. Some people might not want to be, with somebody that was with a whole bunch of people. But at the same time, you don't gotta if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. You ain't gotta dog her out, because it's that double standards thing. When a man been with a lot of people, oh, he a player, pimp, whatever y'all want to call it. But when a woman do it, it's so frowned down upon. But at the end of the day, people do have preferences, but your preference is your preference. You don't have to dog somebody because they don't fit your preference. We don't know what was happening or going on in their life when they was being with multiple people, or as far as like the baby daddy thing, we don't know how long or what happened in those relationships, to cause them to end, for them to get with somebody else, and have children by them. You don't know. You weren't in that relationship. So who are you to speak on it? Because I know some men out there, just because those kids not living with that man full time, and him having to take care of them kids full time, it's like he act like they don't exist. As far as like, it's such much of a difference because they're living with the woman, and a woman has them 24/7. 4 kids is 4 kids. You know, um, you can have a choice whether you want to be with somebody that has kids or a certain amount of kids. But for me personally, I feel like if somebody is taking care of their kids, they ain't asking you to do shit for them, and they doing it on their own. They not looking for a million one handouts and everybody to take care of for them. Mind your goddamn business and let that lady take care of her kids. The problem comes in when they having kids and can't take care of them. That's when it becomes an issue in somebody else's concern if they have to keep contributing to those kids. But not as far as, you know, what happened in somebody else's past. Like, you don't have a past. The only difference is they have evidence. If they got 5 kids and by 5 different men, they have the evidence that they was with 5 different men. That man, you don't have the evidence that they was with how many men they was with, unless they have children that they're openly claiming. You get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, so that's the only difference, is they got proof that they done popped out a baby. You know,
Yeah.
but
I personally I don't understand what is this obsession with giving a shit about how many dicks a woman had, how many men who got her pregnant. Why do you give a fuck? Why is that so goddamn important to you? Is she treating you right? Is she cooking dinner for you right? Is she sucking the dick right, throwing it back right? Is she doing what you require of her to do as your mate? Hey, let's break it down to the most basics of caveman thinking. Is the pussy still tight? Is the pussy still good? She giving it to you. So what you care about? I don't give a fuck if she got 5, 7, or 11 goddamn baby daddies. That is her past. Y'all niggas need to mind your business. That's not your business. How them cheeks is getting clapped today, that's your business. Now, it's one thing to worry about what she doing back then with all these different men and how many men, is another thing what she doing today with the men in her life now.
mm-hmm.
You can't occupy both spaces, the past and the goddamn present. It don't work that way. You shouldn't want her to judge you, because here's the other issue. I need black folks to stop being so fucking judgy and mind their business. Her past is, she's not obligated to answer to you for some shit she did before she knew your dumb ass. What's she doing with them cheeks today? Right? The got 2000. Is it today? That's all I care about. I don't give a fuck if she let the Eagles front line run the train on her. That's her business back then. That was for me. That shit tight now. She ain't doing it now. Because I got more important shit to worry about. Y'all priorities is fucked up. That's why you are where you are in life. because you don't understand how to prioritize the things that mean something. So she gives you her body count and tells you about her baby daddies. Now what?
Right.
You mad?
You going
You tight?
you gonna deal with it or you not? Like
Yeah,
why are you causing yourself the stress and a headache?
yeah.
Now you worried. You
Now
know,
you
if you
sitting there, you sitting there looking goofy as fuck now. Y'all was just cool. Y'all have no other issues going on, and that's the hill you want to die on.
you worrying about what another man was doing because you can't do it, and she and she's saving you gracefully by being with you, even though that area might not be up to par, because she care about you. Now you worried about who else. Don't make her regret that decision. I never understand for somebody to have a fascination with what another man was doing.
I don't know, man. It's goofy to me. I guess I'm just different. I don't. I mean, if it comes up in a conversation about the past, and that's a normal thing for couples to talk about their past relationships and whatever. I don't accept that shit from women either. Stop worrying about how many fucking exes a man got. I've
And,
had that
and
shit thrown at me. I don't like that shit. I don't like my past to be judged. You don't know what the fuck I was going through. You don't know what was done to me. I would never judge anybody based off their past. I'm a big fat liberal like that. Y'all motherfuckers sound real conservative. You need to take your ass over there and march with Trump. Worried about what another motherfucker doing, like that goddamn private part you got is untouched. Like, come on, man. Stop worrying about goofy shit, because all it is a distraction from being the fuck happy. God damn. All right. That's enough of that bullshit. Let's get to some dirt now. Let's get to the real fuckery.
mm,
Um This person wants to remain anonymous. Yo, 1,000 bottles of baby oil is crazy. Do people really use baby oil and freak offs? Because I've been through a few and I have never seen baby oil pop out one time.
every freak off is different, bruh. Depends who's in attendance. It depends who the host is.
Hey man, I I agree with the queen. Let me tell you something. I've been to some weird freak offs. Um, and I've seen motherfuckers whip out Dawn dish soap to do anal. So I don't knock nobody. And
Bubbles out the ass.
getting plowed in your ass with some green dish soap is crazy. But listen, you know, um, you gotta understand something, man. Half of you are screaming freak offs, and you have no idea what it is. It's an orgy. What type of orgies is a different conversation. Diddy was having gangbang orgies, right? With
Mhm.
women who were drugged up and held, whatever. And he part of his kink and his fetishes, he wanted everybody to be greased the fuck up. So, okay, that's his bag. Listen, I'm okay with the activities. I'm not okay with the abuse. I'm not okay with drugging women. I'm not okay with women held hostage. Now, if a woman walks up and say, "Hey, I want 7 big dicks to run through me," that's her prerogative. I'm on my business. Have fucking fun. Enjoy yourself. Go grab a couple bottles of baby oil. Ain't no baby oil left? Go get some fucking canola oil, some goddamn grapeseed oil. I don't give a shit what you use. Go enjoy yourself. I'm on my business. But to answer your question, yeah, some people have all kinds of shit. I seen chicks pull a little tub of shea butter that they get from the Muslim store.
Mhm.
And they, because nobody wants to be at a freak situation and you look down and her ass crack is fucking gray and ashy and shit. Nah,
Mhm.
nah. Nobody want to see that shit. And then she mad that you done hopped off her ass and went and start plowing somebody else. Yeah, your asshole was ashy, shorty. No, should have grabbed some baby oil. Thousand is crazy though. Some motherfuckers are slipping and sliding. Yep. Hezzy Jones says, love lasts longer. Yep, I agree. All right. Okay. This one is from someone by the name of Mr. Twist. He says, hey, y'all, I'm 19 years old and my girlfriend is 21. And I can't seem to make her orgasm. Now, mind you, she is the first woman I've ever been with. Is there any tips I can do to help her finish? I have watched plenty of porn, but I'm starting to learn that porn is not the end all be all. I have heard about y'all show and I listened to y'all show a few times. Y'all seem to know a little something, something. So please, what the hell can I do to make this woman come?
Talk to her, see what she likes. You know, it's a woman wants to care. A woman wants to know that you care about pleasing her. Because you could be doing, and I'm glad you learned very early that porn is no way to learn. Because those who learn, some of those people who learn from there is unrealistic, and they're not that good at all. Every woman is different. So let her body talk to you. Have a conversation. Explore her body. But who can tell you better than how to please her than her? And so.
Yeah, what the queen said. I just I don't know what to tell you, bro. To talk to her, have her walk you through that shit. You know, definitely try to understand her body a little bit more. You said she's the first woman that you've been with, so you're learning as you go. So I strongly suggest that you take the time to understand her body as well as you understand your own. You know what makes you come. You can actually walk her through it. You can talk her through it. Get her to do that for you. She's older than you. She may have a little more experience, and you're using Pornhub as a goddamn tool to understand. I strongly suggest that you have a conversation with her. More foreplay, lots of foreplay. And when you think you did too much foreplay, do some more.
Listen to Hakim on that one.
Foreplay is under fucking rated.
Listen, I don't understand how people are doing it without it.
Yeah.
No.
Because we're in the Pound Town era. It don't matter if you're 19 or 59. Everybody wants to go to Pound
Town. Well, it's a few stops before that comes in. But yeah, you got to talk to her. I wish he can answer this back because I want to know if she knows that she's the first. That's for one. And I don't understand. I'm tired of women and men having sex with people and can't express themselves, whether they're satisfied or not, or what they're into and what they're not into. It's like still baffling to me that, because I tell people all the time, it's like some people are into some things that other people aren't. So instead of settling, being with someone that's not into the things you're into, which it will cause a problem later down the line, Why not find somebody that's into the things you're into? Why not express those things? The biggest mistake that you can make is being with someone and not being satisfied with them and putting up with it all this time. And now when y'all already dug in, now you bringing it up. Y'all been together for how long? And you just bringing it up now? Because
Mm.
the first time, I'm gonna give you a little pass because you just learning me. The second time, try that shit with me if you want. Get up. Let No, because it got to be two satisfied parties here. Not gonna happen. But that's just me. I'm not gonna keep having sex with somebody that's not pleasing me in no shape or form. You have to listen. Let me teach you. Learn me. Like,
Yeah, man. It's communications and it's patience. And if you two care for each other, and if you really care, you care enough about her being satisfied for you to write in. So take the next step, listen to the advice we're given, talk to her, foreplay it out with her. Buy some toys. Use the toy and see if you can get her to bust. And pay attention to what you're doing. So now you're going to be the toy. Because humping like a rabbit will only go so far, you know, and figure out what. And when it finally does happen, pay attention to what you did to make her go there and do more of that, right? What
right.
position were you in? What stroke? You know what I mean? Were you on your R&B dick time, or were you on motherfucking trap music? How was you pounding? How was you stroking? All that shit is important because she might not like Pound Town. Some women, believe it or not, don't want their cervix pushed back to their fucking kidneys. Some women like some good basic stroke on a nice size, you know what I mean?
And
So
if it's not a nice size, then you better learn how to work that tongue or something. Like, you know,
yeah, that's why I
you.
told him. Foreplay that shit out until you're learning her body mechanics, you know.
Mhm.
But speaking of dick size, this person this person is named Fahim from out of Raleigh, North Carolina. He said he's listened to a few of our Q&A sessions. So he said he wants to slide this one in. He says, real talk, y'all. Does size really matter when it comes to dicks? So hold on, he's got more.
Okay.
For context, I'm about 5.5 inches long and fairly thick. My ex broke up with me because she claimed I was just too small. She said she loved me and cared about me, but I wasn't pleasing her and it wasn't hitting the spot she needed, and she didn't want to cheat on me. So she opted out and chose just to be friends. Is this something I'm going to continuously deal with? And is it possible to find a way to get longer out there? Any help would be appreciated.
Mm, okay. It depends on the individual. I'm not going to say size don't matter at all. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or whatever the case may be. But what I'm saying is that some people, when they really love somebody, they do deal with it because it's other ways that they're happy and fulfilled. Now, I don't know how y'all relationship was in other areas, or if that was only the problem, the size and not the whole sex package. Um, because I know some people that is with people and the sex is not all that. It's okay, but it's other areas that make it up for it. So you know, they kind of deal with it. It's not a deal breaker for them. But like I said, and I say this because some people it's a deal breaker. Um she said it's not big enough. I don't know what her she probably one of the ones that like the 9 and the 10 inches. I don't know. But it's other. I'm not gonna say you're gonna deal with this for the forever. It's because like I said, some people are into certain things sexually. Some people are more into clitoral stimulation. They like that. They're more into the foreplay. They're more into the role playing and stuff like that. So it's not such a big deal on the size. Of course, they want to feel you in some type of way. Um, but I'm not going to say that I'm not going to discourage him and say he's going to deal with that forever. Just make sure, because people know, I'm going to say this time and time again, y'all men know when y'all small. I don't care what a chick tell you when you hitting it. You know when you're small. You know when you're a particular size. You know, so you have to be able to incorporate other things. You're going to have to do foreplay. You could incorporate toys, role play games. Like you gonna have to do some other stuff. Now if that size ain't there, you don't know how to eat, no foreplay, you don't want to try nothing new, then you gonna have a problem in life when it comes to that department. But it depends on what that person is into. Because somebody with a micro penis saying they don't eat is diabolical. It's insane. I I wish I would. Like, when you're a certain size, you can't afford to say you don't do certain shit. I'm just saying.
I mean, some women are okay with a 5.5. From what I hear, some women don't like Long John Silver. They
From what
like the
I
short bus. Yeah,
hear.
I've been told that some women don't, or just said, "Hey, I don't want the fucking Amtrak train running through me. I'm okay with the little school bus."
Because some people got a big thing and it's just they don't know what they doing, and like you said, some people just want to go to Pound Town. And if you a particular size and you got that girth, nobody wants you. Like no.
This is a nasty ass topic. Ugh, I feel uncomfortable. You said girth. Just fucking. What the hell?
We didn't write the questions. We're just answering them.
I just feel uncomfortable been talking about men meats and shit.
Oh, listen.
The Shay King, Little Dicks Matter.
Mm, 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 mm.
uh, yeah, bro. Can it get longer? I'm sure through some kind of prosthetic or some kind of implant. Go. These chicks getting BBLs. They're dick BBLs out there. So go on. Go get
And,
yourself a dick BBL and come out 12 inches and start find her, send her some pics, and knock the bottom out of her shit. That's
and remember,
punishment.
everybody isn't small. Some people just loose.
There you go. Because it could be that she's been fucking some big NBA motherfuckers. We don't know. So yeah, it ain't your fault, brother.
Now, some of y'all are, but not everybody.
Yeah, yeah. It's not your fault that her shit all gaped open wide. But yeah, I hate talking about little shit. Um. Okay, I'm sorry, I lost my. Well, let me get caught up with some of these comments because we're getting backed up here. All right, over on Facebook, Maisha Collins with the three flamers emoji. She says, "Yeah, Diddy is going down." Antoinette Holloway Maribel says, "Love the show, but Dawn soap, ugh, 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 and no canola oil. Nephew, shea butter, ugh." She also says, "Definitely talk to your lady. Get her to tell you what works. This is for all women. What worked for me." Got kicked off of Instagram. She said, "This what worked for me when I got married at 25 is different at 58. My husband and I talk about what works, and it's an ongoing conversation." Yeah.
I know that's right, Auntie.
All right. We read Lachey's Little Dick's Murder comment. Um, Auntie also says that's a good one, Queen Vi. If you're not bringing a package to the table, you better not say no to extra requests.
That's absolutely.
Yep. Okay, more dick advice. This this one this one person wants to remain anonymous, and the question is how to deal with PE. And he goes on to say, when I masturbate, I tend to ejaculate within 30 seconds. I'm afraid if wait a minute. I'm sorry. That's insensitive. Whew. I'm afraid if I'm having premature ejaculation problem, uh, will it happen if I'm having sex with my partner? I want to satisfy her, but this might be an issue. How to deal with this naturally? All right, let me read that again because
Mm.
I when I masturbate, I tend to ejaculate within 30 seconds. I'm afraid if I am having premature ejaculation problem. Will it happen if I'm having sex with my partner? I want to satisfy her, but this might be an issue. How to deal with it naturally?
Mm.
Uh, I'm okay. That confuses me. So I'm
So
guessing. I
do he
guess
gotta
he's trying to
do he
say
gotta mate or not? Do he has a mate or
that's
not?
that's why I
Like,
had to read it twice. Like, am I fucking retarded? Am I drinking too much coffee? Um, yeah, that's what I was confused about. I guess for shits and giggles, let's say he's talking about I got this problem now, but if I have a mate, what am I going to do, and how can I fix this?
mm. Whew. I mean, in some cases, it's not the issue isn't coming fast, it's how fast can you get it back up. You got around two or three in you. You know, it's every round gonna be that way. And that's where foreplay comes in. Because you have to give her some type of peak or pleasure. Uh if you are getting, please. You can't just do one and done and just be, F her. Um oh wow. He also has to learn see if he can learn how to control that. Sometimes sex is mental. Um I, he said within 30 seconds. I don't even say I don't want to be insensitive. Let me within 30 seconds, what's the point of even putting it in? 30 seconds. Um oh wow. Go any advice, Hakim?
Dick rings. Um, get the one. You get the three in the pack. Put all three of them Jones on. Because if you popping shots at 30 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
bro, and this is you touching you. So
Let her be
yeah,
right and wet and tight. Oh my
yeah. So I strongly suggest that you start learning how to edge yourself. Get the tri pack, the tray pack of dick rings. Um, and try not to finish the whole. I'll make a deal with you. Not a deal with you. But try
God.
this. Find yourself start small, a 5 minute porn, and try not to bust and make it through the whole 5 minutes. Give it a
God,
go.
if his hand is doing that and it's not even and it's not if his hand is doing that and he might not even be gripping it. Imagine he gets somebody with a grip that do they kinkle muscles.
I think this motherfucker's grip is too good. He gripping it a little too much.
Oh, this thing. Um, yeah, he got to find a way to control that, and he has to. Oh God, bless your heart, bless your heart. And it's just like, and I'm right back in and let us know: is this something that's new that's happening, or is this always been an issue? And another thing is what people have to understand: if you masturbate too much, then because some people have an issue where they're gonna come when they masturbate, but they so used to their hand that when they do get somebody real, it's just like
it don't feel the same.
Yeah, it don't feel the same. They're not gonna get up. They're not gonna stay up. They can't. So, figure it out. Like, I want to know if this is like a new occurrence. Is this something that's just happening, or has he been with without a female for a while, and he just been going to just chilling with Palmer all day, all night? Like,
Palmer is wild as shit. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, yeah, bro. Just control that shit a little bit. Try to do your best to edge yourself. Look up edging. Look up some edging techniques. If you can't stop masturbating, I'm gonna think it's safe to say that you don't have a girlfriend because you're beating your meat so much. If you can't stop choking that motherfucking chicken, then I strongly suggest use your other hand. Try that. Let's see how long you last. Let's see if you can get it up. Let's, play with yourself. You play with yourself anyway. At least do it to the point of control. Because it sounds like you just shooting the club up every chance you goddamn get. You just popping shots like it's fucking 4th of July.
So in other words, don't use a strong hand.
No, don't use the hand that you fell in love with. Use that other motherfucker. Maybe it'll get a different sensation and try to edge yourself. Teach yourself how to hold back. The
Next thing you
average
know,
dude.
He gonna be right there talking about he feel like he cheating.
I mean, because the average dude don't know how to edge themselves. Our idea of edging is when that thing getting too good, we pull out, we start eating it again. You already know this motherfucker about to bust. That's why he pulled out.
Mm-hmm. Or they changed that rhythm.
Yup. Oh shit, this is too much. So we gotta switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, man, he has to do that before he get that wet tight shorty who gonna just knock him out the box in 30 fucking seconds. Holy shit. Popcorn pops at 225. So if you can't make it through a bag of Jiffy Pop, you ain't ready to go out there and get some good pussy. So I suggest you chill. Go out there when the girls talk about you. All right. This one is from Butter. From Camden, New Jersey. And she asked, how the hell do I get over someone sexually? I was with a guy for about 4 years. We broke up back in July. I did start dating in August, but nothing serious, just some dates, movie trips, dinner, stuff like that. Not trying to fuck anybody else because I am sprung on the way this dude used to twist my ass up. I'm talking about that pick me up, walk me around the house without pulling out. Mm-hmm. I know I'm not going to be able to get that from the average dude because this dude was a fucking savage. And I missed the dick. I'm tempted to hit him up. But my real question is, how do I get past it so I can move on and focus on something new?
Well, the problem is you got this man up there on this high-ass pedestal. You ain't giving nobody else the chance to even know what they can do. You so wrapped up in him that you automatically, you said you're not going to find it. You don't know. You might find that and more. You might find something better. You don't know.
Hey, look here.
Sure.
I'm about 240. I ain't picking nobody up and walking around the house with the dick in it. I'm strong as a gorilla, but I ain't doing that. I understand why she thinks that way because she had 4 years of that shit. Sometimes it's sometimes there's a pedestal and then there's championships. Let me keep it a bean. You know,
Okay,
on a month.
but maybe if you give somebody else a chance, it can be something else that they want to do that she likes just as much. See, I don't
I,
trust a motherfucker to be picking me up, walking around.
listen.
So, mm-mm.
I'm gonna say this.
But I get
You,
it though. Knees ain't quivering or nothing. Walking
it's
around
still.
and still
It's
in
on.
there.
Yeah. Eh, it's
I
still.
get it.
It's still. It's only September. Y'all broke up in July, so it's still fresh, right?
Hmm.
You can still feel him up in you. So give it some time. Go get yourself a toy, right?
Don't do
Go
it,
get
girl.
yourself. Go get yourself a toy and play Power Driver in yourself. And when you no longer are fantasizing about him or feeling that need to have him, that's when you're over him. It's going to come and go. You're always going to remember who was that person that fucked the lining out your shit. But you won't, because you sound like you still twisted out. You won't. You won't have this feeling as the months progress without him in your life. Time, time heals, right?
And
Um,
don't you better be strong, girl. Don't you call him. Don't you backslide.
she will. It
Don't-
ain't a lot of motherfuckers walking around with the dick up in you like they doing on Pornhub, where they walking around with chicks. Nah, 'cause I know I ain't.
I get it, but it's more to it than that. You gotta listen. Don't do it, girl. Don't you dare. 'Cause I don't know why they broke up. But 4 years after that long and y'all broke up is something. And I'm sure it wasn't just one thing. I'm sure it was a good reason if y'all broke up.
Yeah,
So if you can't be in a relationship with this person, then don't be giving them the goodies. That was a privilege. They got that because it was a privilege of being with you. That was one of the bonuses that came with being with you. So, and like I said, I don't know why they broke up, especially if he was acting up, showing his ass. Do not reward him, you know. But it's gonna take some time. You're gonna have to wing yourself off, girl. You gonna
yeah,
be in it like, acting like Pookie from New Jack City, but you gonna be strong. Be
yeah,
strong, girl.
yeah. And hey, listen, you got a little extra time on your hands. You can help the 30-second assassin that we just talked about get his shit together.
Listen, you can't even lay down for 30 seconds, not alone pick her up and walk around the room.
I can't do shit for 30 seconds. I don't know what
Listen,
the fuck. I'm sorry. I ain't shaming nobody, but damn, 30 seconds. Oh my god. I feel for you, bro. I'm gonna pray for you, sir.
I was about to say that I'm gonna speak into existence. He's gonna take this advice that we gave him and he gonna call back saying thank you and give us a
Mm,
good
mm,
old
mm.
story. Because we love the stories.
Yep. Please help. This one is
Hmm.
from Ranisha. Uh she says, all right, I just listened recently to you guys kinks and fetishes though. So I figured you guys can help me with this particular kink. I recently tossed my man salad, maybe sometime over the summer. I did it once when we were both drunk. Now he's addicted to it. And guess what he did when he came home from work? He showed me a video of pegging. That's a bridge too far for me, and he is begging me for it. Should I be worried? Should I go through his phone to make sure there's nothing zesty and spicy in there? Please advise.
Don't go through his phone. Cause look, don't go through his phone. 'Cause for one, she already got it in her mind that she might have something to worry about. So that's what she's gonna be looking for. You know, that's what she's gonna be looking for. And we already know that people can turn anything. If a guy say hi, I mean, and to his girlfriend, he gonna turn into something, you know, bigger than what it is. But see, I can't. Oh, boy. Do she got something to worry about? That's the main question she want to know. I'm not going to say she has something to worry about because now, see, I said don't go through the phone. See as long as he ain't doing all that, watching gay porn and just into the same sex stuff and all of that. But Pagan is not, regardless of what people want to believe, it's not gay because he wants a woman to do it. Now, you done turned his ass out. So he likes how that feels. So he want to go to the next level and try something else. But I would have this conversation and go deeper and ask a couple of more questions. What make him want to try it? You know, and see, and kind of feel around and stuff. You can really come out and ask him if he likes men as well, or you gonna see certain signs. Just don't be because people see them red flags and swear it's orange. You become colorblind all of a sudden. But yeah, but if it's now, she said that's something she not willing to do. Don't do something you're not willing to do. Everybody is into some different things now. I'm not going to kink shame them, but oh, you did a number on him. I don't know what you done. He came home from work like, look what I found. Look, I want to try this. Right. So that mean that junk when, and he had no shame. He must have been thinking about that for a while.
Nigga was at work. He came home with the porn ready. That's a wild ass shit. You come home with the video queued up. Look.
Look. I want to. Can you do this?
Can you imagine your man come home from work and he throw the keys on the table like, hey, babe, come here. I want to show you something. This motherfucker don't even sit down in a chair yet. He's showing you some weird shit. All right, I'm sorry. That's not fair. I don't want to kink shame. Yeah, it's. Do you have something to worry about? That remains to be seen.
Right.
To be continued. Have a discussion. An exploratory discussion, not one where you're going to make him feel inadequate, make him feel gay or anything's wrong. Ask him, how does he feel about certain things? What changed? Where's this coming from? If you are not with it, then you say to him clearly, this is a bridge too far. I'm not doing this shit. This is too much for me. You be serious and you lay it out there and you ask him, can you handle what I am saying to you? Because because don't be an asshole about it because you got your personal kink judgment about it. But remember, this is your mate. You care about this person. Have a conversation. Tell them how you feel. Tell them what's not going to happen. Right? Or if you're contemplating it, then you tell them, you be honest, I need some time to think about this. Right? So yeah, you done, like the Queen said, you done twisted this motherfucker out. Okay.
And I want to know who brought the tossing salad. Who brought that up into the conversation? Is that something you said you wanted to try, or is it something he already wanted to try?
She said it was during one of they both were drunk. So sometimes it ain't no discussion; it just happens.
But all right, but how did it happen? He just tooted up.
Hey, look here. When she get down to that Gucci, you drunk. Next thing you know, she's going down there. Some men are going to say, "Hey, what the fuck is you doing?" Some men are just going to enjoy it.
But okay, but that's the thing. Was it I'm down and already and just decided, or did he just was like, "Look, babe."
You terrible.
It suited and booted it. Then you got something to worry about because he, and he was just looking back at you. I don't know.
Tooted and booted is fucking insane. This has been a wild ass night. Little dicks, 30-second shits, and tooting it and booting it. Oh my God.
So when people want to know whether they got something to worry about, we need facts. We need to know who initiated what. Was there any other signs that you was, ignoring? Was this something you talked him into, or you thought you talked him into? Ask him how long did he think about it. See, had him covered. Ooh, girl, like Hakim said, it's to be seen whether you have something to worry about or not.
Yeah, it depends on how them conversations go. Don't, and I'm with the queen. Don't go through that man's phone. Don't do that. Because you wouldn't want him going through your phone. So I
And don't be
strongly,
talking down. Don't talk down on him. Don't come at him sideways. Don't be insinuating anything. Like really sit and have a conversation. Maybe that's the conversation y'all should have had before you turned that man out.
yeah, but that's why I keep trying to tell y'all who having all this drunk sex shit. Y'all be doing some wild shit, and when we want that shit every night, y'all can't perform without the liquor. And all this damn Don Julio and all this other shit running around got people doing wild shit. Y'all got chill. If you can't do this every night, don't. We ain't doing it.
She didn't say she couldn't toss the salad. She said she didn't want to up the ante. She was okay with the level she was at, and not kink shaming, because it is people that straight men that enjoy being paid. It is some women that enjoy pegging, and we're not going to kink shame that. But you got to be into it. Either you into it or you not. So, just like we say, don't be letting somebody talk you into doing something you're not okay with. It's still the same thing with the performing of it. Because if it's the other way around, so everybody be jumping down his throat. But so
well, good luck. Have a conversation. I don't know how I can help on that one, but yeah, I hope we were able to give you some kind of help. All right. This one was forwarded to me from Lady Wren. It comes from a Reddit person asking a question on Reddit, and she reached out to them, told them about our show, and said that she would send it and we would respond. So hopefully we pick up a new listener. Okay. But this person is by the name of Blue Tarm. And here we go. Can I get over my repulsion to vaginas? All right, let's let that breathe for a second.
Okay.
Can I get over my repulsion to vaginas? I'm attracted to women, but I find female genitalia a turnoff. I can't stay turned on. I can't even read this shit. I can't stay turned on enough to have PIV sex. The only time I tried, it felt weird and awkward, and I immediately pulled out. I got grossed out by my only two partners' vaginas, whatever that means. When I perform Kundalinis, it's the same thing. I try fingering it, and all I want to do is make it all stop. The only sex I seem to enjoy is when I'm being dominated and humiliated, and there is no contact with the partner's genitalia. Oh boy. I also don't mind if they stimulated me, though I've also never been able to orgasm from receiving oral sex, as I don't enjoy the sensation. That was a hard read because it was written terribly. This last little piece says, can anyone relate to the above and tell me whether I can get over this and be a normal lover? I worry that if I can't get over this, there would be very few people I'd be compatible with. Ooh, Queen.
Is this a male?
This is a brother. Yes. Yes.
Do you like women? That's the question.
He's attracted to them.
A transsexual, maybe? Because he seems to be attracted to the way the women look, but he doesn't want to touch them. So do he really like women?
Oh God. Can we go back to talking about the little dick niggas with the niggas who can't pass 30 seconds, please? This is too much for me.
And I say this because within the second or third sentence, this is what I was feeling from it. He doesn't like getting head. He doesn't want to touch it. He doesn't want to be in it. So maybe you're not into women.
Mm.
He said he just wanted to be over. He is repulsed. He is disgust. Like, come on now. If you need me to tell you what you might possibly already know, I can tell you. I don't think you're into women. For whatever reason, you don't want to see it. You don't want to believe it. I don't know if it's you don't want to come out or what, but it's okay. I mean, because
You know,
I'm just saying.
yeah, this
Oh,
is a
I hear an echo.
I don't. You still hear it? 'Cause I don't hear anything.
No, well, I don't hear an echo. I just hear it's like it's playing in your background. What I'm saying, it's not even an echo.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
it's
You still
yeah,
hear it?
no,
Okay.
no, but I think that he's gay and he's just not ready to accept it for whatever reason. Whether he's scared to come out, he don't know if he's gonna be accepted or what.
Oh,
But
damn.
you know,
Oh. All right. All right, sir. Damn, I'm not gonna put that on him. There is some uh lifestyle relevance to his situation. Um, you just aren't into. You're a sub. You're an extreme sub. You are going to make someone. You're going to be a good cook for the right woman. Um, yes. Can you think your last question is the easiest one to answer because the rest of this shit you got going on is more psychological than anything. Can you find someone compatible? Yes, I strongly suggest you get into the lifestyle community. Find
mm,
yourself a hot wife, or find yourself a dominatrix. Find yourself a woman who is on the controlling side. You seem to be attracted to women. You just don't want to fuck them. You don't even want, according to what he states, he can't even. He says, "I've also never been able to orgasm from receiving oral sex." So basically, them wanking you off and you wanking yourself off is how you get off. So that means you are an absolute sub.
mm,
And you can find a woman out there that will you be happy to have you. You're going to make a good sub for somebody, a good cup. Now, but just understand that more than likely you're going to have to share her so she can be relieved and get her shit off.
you
Now,
damn right. You damn right. He's gonna have to share. He don't want to touch her, but
yeah,
uh,
I've heard of these folks, and I don't want to make it seem like you're this fucking kid with three eyes in the classroom, but I've never heard from or read in detail like this about this. I thought you motherfuckers were like unicorns. You're a myth.
mm,
But forgive me. I just need a brief second of judgment here. You don't like the way pussy looks, how it tastes, sir. Have you not heard that this is the greatest shit ever created? There ain't nothing. There ain't nothing better than pussy. Nothing.
listen, he don't like nothing about it.
Do you know people are shooting up towns over it? People are dying over it. Women are selling that shit. Look at
Mm.
fucking, fucking, look at the fucking Diddy. Diddy is controlling that shit, locking it in the fucking house and getting it drugged and shit. And you don't like it. You can't even finger it. You're grossed out by fingering it. You just want it to end. I feel for you, sir. I'm so sorry to hear about your condition. Maybe, hopefully, you'll be able to seek help because maybe it's time to go talk to somebody.
You think?
Um, and find out what has happened to you in your life where because you said there's only been two other women in your life and out of maybe they had just had some ugly coochies. Try a third. Let's see what happens. Because they out there, there's some coochies that look like an alligator and an octopus had a baby. So I understand. But yeah, I feel for you. Um,
Mm. Bless his heart.
yeah. Whew. All right. And finally, we're gonna get down to this last one because I'm done. I gotta go to bed. This shit too much. It's just been a wild ass fucking night. And this is the last one.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh man. This one is from Sid, and he says, "My girl's ass is way too tight. I've tried every lube. I tried everything. Um, and she also complains that the lube, no matter what brand or what type I buy, she says it burns and makes her feel uncomfortable.
Mm.
What do you guys suggest for me to use to loosen her up so I can get up in that ass?"
What did he say? It's not no matter what lube that he used,
Yeah,
that it's still gonna be a problem.
right in the right in the Diddy. He can give you some tips.
Sure. I wonder, is he one of those ones, the enormous ones that just think he's supposed to fit anywhere? you know, um, I don't know. It may be too big. It may be uncomfortable. Then you said, it burns when you use lubes and stuff like that. Like, and you still keep putting her through it. You still keep putting her through it, trying to try it. Oh, he has no mercy. He done used every name brand, getting the same result, and he still keep trying to put her through it. Have you no shame, man? No sympathy? Maybe it's just not. This must be something he actually, like, he really wants, because he don't care what she going through. He just still looking for more ways. I don't know what the circumstances is. Maybe it's not for her. Maybe it's. I mean, has she seen a doctor? Maybe you're too big. I don't know. I don't know how to help this man. I don't know how to help this man. He want me to give advice on how to torture her more. I don't know. Because if you doing it right, it creates his own lube now. It gets wet too. But um I'm gonna hand this one over to you because I don't know how to help this man. It's not enough info. I mean, certain things is not enough information, but I'm still stuck on trying every type of lube, and it's hurting her. It's painful. It burns. It's like, and you still want to subject this woman to that?
Yeah, because if water-based joints is burning her, then her shit is she's extra sensitive. So I suggest getting away from
Give it up
the
right.
over the king. If you determined to, as you say, get up in that ass, then I strongly suggest you turn to various oils. Maybe it's time to definitely get away from the lubes because it's chemical based and someone made it, and just use natural oils. Try something like a coconut oil.
You're
Little bit.
heartless, man. You're heartless.
Yeah, it's listen. If she's letting him, she wants it too. In terms of his question of how to loosen her up, get some butt plugs. They sell them everywhere. They sell butt plugs in the mall now, all over the country. So get some butt plugs. You start it. Get the 3 or the 5 pack. Start with the baby one, and you train her to walk around in it. Y'all have
But how?
normal sex with the butt plug in. Take it out, and as she's getting used to that, then you ease in the next size up and the next size up until you get close to your size.
If you can get close to your size, because I have a feeling that can be one of the problems.
It's quite possible. It is
So
very possible. But listen, I want this young brother to succeed and tapping that ass. And if she's willing to go along with this, that is a plus. Go for it.
it is a plus, but ask her, is this something she really wants to do, or she just trying to please your ass?
Hey, listen, same thing.
I keep telling y'all, people, stop doing stuff y'all ain't really want into. I don't know if she into it or not, but I mean, she keep letting you, no matter what pain she going through, she just try it again. Oh, you got a new name brand? Okay, let's try this one. Girl, stop subjecting yourself to that. Everything ain't for everybody. I know you gotta love the brother. You keep letting him torture your ass. You gotta love him.
Mhm. But yeah, man, try some oils, some natural oils, nothing that you bought from the fucking supermarket. Try something that, some medicinal oil, something, like a coconut oil, or try maybe a shea butter or something like that. Those I've used them both in the past and they work great.
Yeah.
So give it a try.
And you better be this determined in other areas in your relationship that you is in it. So now we know that you don't give up. So keep that same energy in other areas.
And go
Don't give
easy
up.
on her, bro. Don't go get it if you finally got in there. You trying to rearrange her fucking stuff and you giving her a colonoscopy. No, come on. Just, yeah. So just take it easy. All right, I got one more that just came in.
Okay.
Shout out to Kat Collins who just sent this to me. This one is from Karima from Dayton, Ohio. And she says, I'm scared the guy I'm going to hook up with won't fit. I naturally have a way tight vagina. And I can tell by just looking at this man that he might not fit. I have dated men in the past that were average and it was still a struggle. What's the best way or position to get him in and spare me at least some pain?
She the one need to lose and stuff. She need to lose. She need to lay on her back so she can spread it as far as she can and let him lube it up, ease it in. Come on, inch by inch. Let's be gentle first. Let her warm up to it. Don't just be. Oh my gosh. Don't be like the other dude. He has no shame or mercy. No shame. And he doesn't care. This is like mission. But she the one's gonna need the lube. They're gonna have to take their time and work it. Like you said, it's gonna happen regardless. She's gonna be in pain. Regardless. But the objective is to, ease it in there and minimize the pain. So let's do some lube. Might want to start with some toys or something, you know, um, before he go full throttle. But you said she's talking to somebody now, or she just
Yeah,
talking about the future. Okay, who she? Oh, so
she
she
said this
might.
is a guy that she's going to hook up with.
Okay, so that
So
means you already know what his size is. So you better get you a toy and try to get yourself prepared a little bit.
yeah. It depends on what kind of tightness we're talking about. If you're what they call, if you're shallow or you're narrow, I strongly suggest doggy and tell them don't go deep. because you're getting stretched no matter what you do. If you're saying a regular size or average size is a struggle, that means you're probably the walls are closing in and you're probably not that deep either. So I strongly suggest doggy and tell him don't go crazy, right? Because you want to take one problem at a time. One, it's tight, so you need to get stretched out. Then two, it's shallow. It ain't that deep, so he gonna be hitting your cervix.
That should have been her questionnaire when she was dating. Do you have an
Yeah,
average? I need an average or smaller. I need an average or smaller. If you are above average or humongous, it's not gonna work. Ugh.
yeah. So that's my recommendation. And like the queen said, get yourself a toy and stretch yourself out. Do it at your own. Do it at your own pace, to where you're used to taking bigger joints, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, let's do some of these comments. We can get up out of here. All right, Internet Maribel says 30 seconds. Bye bye. Jojo Red says little dick and quick nuts. It's a wild night.
That's right.
Janet Jackson says, "Hey Janet, how come you can pick my fat ass up? No, I can't." She also says Pornhub. She says, "What? He's gay? Child bye." Anthony Maribel also says, "You both are having too much fun tonight. I can't stop laughing." Yeah, it's been a wild ass night.
Right.
Janet with the laughing emojis, and Anthony Maribel says he's gay. And Janet Jackson also says, no ass shots. Double check to make sure there's nothing over on Instagram.
I think we off of there.
Yep. Yeah, we got kicked off Instagram. We might have had a little too much fun. Instagram said, "Oh no, y'all wild. Little dicks and shit. No, got to go."
Right. Talk about everything. We done touched a little bit of everything. Whew. I love it, though. It was fun, and time went by so fast.
Yes, it was a great time to be had. I needed this pick me up. I've been feeling like shit all day, and this was exactly what I needed. Can I just have a sec to do a quick shout out and a promo?
Absolutely.
1 second. Having an old man moment. Please forgive me, everybody. So unprofessional. First and foremost, thank you to everybody who tuned in. Janet Jackson, my auntie Antoinette, Holloway Maribel, JoJo, Kat, Maisha, Tish Banks, Lady Wren, Kibby Still Coco, Zio Styles, and everybody else. If I missed you, I apologize. I am very, very exhausted. It's been a crazy day. This Saturday, over at the CBG event place, 3057 Frankfurt Avenue, Philadelphia, PA 19134. We're having a free event. This event is coming from Put Network Entertainment and Melodious Earth Entertainment. We're all collabing up to create this great free event. There will be drinks. There would be a night of soul, R&B, and maybe some spoken word. We're still working on that. The event is called The Comfort Zone. As I said, is sponsored by Put Network Entertainment and Melodious Earth Entertainment. So be on the lookout. I'll be posting more about it. We're talking about Al Bills, the CEO of Put Network Entertainment, and Keishana K, the CEO of Melodious Earth Entertainment, and I am the COO of Melodious Earth Entertainment. So we're, these folks are coming together. We're throwing a free event. There'll be food that you have to buy. There'll be drinks that you have to buy, but it is free to get in. Again, that is 3057 Frankfurt Avenue, Philadelphia, PA 19134, and that is the CBG Filler. is the name of the place. So I hope you guys, if y'all ain't got nothing else going on, slide on through. I'll be posting the flyers and stuff like that for the next day or two. So keep your eyes out.
Please post it on the show pages and tag me as well, my personal page. Hakim?
Yep, I'm sorry. My
Oh, I was
son
about to
just
say, did I
called.
lose? I was about to say, did
Knocked
I
me off
lose?
mine.
You heard what I said?
Repost it, tag you on this. On yeah, I got you.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I was like, did we lose you? Oh. What? Oh, the time went by so fast. It is this to be the highlight of my Thursday too. Um, looking forward to many, many more shows and to add a little bit more to the shows. I love the way that we're doing it now with the the different ways and the different topics. Clearly you guys love it too. Um any last shout outs, anything before I sign us off? Uh, I think we lost them. Or do you got it on mute?
I'm sorry, Queen. I got knocked off again. This is the universe saying, hey, y'all talk too much crazy shit tonight. No dicks, quick nuts, anal. There's too much going on for these social media shits. Let's get off of here.
All right. So on that note, that concludes our show for tonight. Until next time. Good night, everybody.
Peace, y'all.